Hey guys, Tommy with Studio Sense here. Welcome to a new day, new video. Today we're going to be talking about a type of fragrance that a lot of people really enjoy, myself included. And if this summer you're looking for something that is a bit green and leafy with a hint of lime, sometimes a hint of citrus like lemon, and then it has a really unique kind of cucumber or melony finish, then bamboo is the fragrance note that you're looking for in green fragrance. So today we're going to be talking about 5 very inexpensive and accessible, mostly, fragrances that feature the note of bamboo. That and more is coming your way, so stay tuned. Welcome back, everyone. Today we're going to be talking about 5 inexpensive, aka cheap bamboo fragrances that are perfect to give you a clean and green summer. There are fewer notes in fragrance that are more clean, crisp, and green than the note of bamboo. Just a really unique fragrant note because it's probably one of the best casual, clean fragrances that you'll ever wear this summer. So let's jump into this very short list, but very inexpensive, very accessible list of bamboo fragrances, or at least fragrances that feature the note of bamboo. The very first fragrance I'd like to bring your attention to that features the note of bamboo is a Mont Blanc fragrance. This fragrance has been said to be discontinued for quite some time, but it seems like a lot of discounters have like a glut of them. It is Star Walker by Mont Blanc. There's a bit of a grievance that some people have with Star Walker. It seems like they either really like it, really enjoy it, or don't like it at all. It's one of those, I guess, galvanizing fragrances. I really enjoy it. It's very inexpensive. You can get this for under 30 bucks at most discounters. This one opens with bergamot, mandarin orange, and of course bamboo. In the heart is where you get a bit of nutmeg. There's also amber, ginger, fir resin, musk, sandalwood, and cedar in the base. But primarily what you get when you spray Star Walker on, you get this you get this almost astringent or clean wood kind of smell. It's a very woody fragrance. Yeah, it's part of the cedar, the bamboo, the sandalwood all working together to make that very fine, clean, crisp kind of smell that you'll enjoy in Star Walker. Star Walker is one of those fragrances that you want to wear casually. You can also wear it in semi-formal settings as well. It's got that kind of feel to it. But again, under 30 bucks will get you a bottle of this and one of the more accessible bamboo-oriented fragrances. Next up in our short list of clean, green, bamboo-oriented fragrances is a fragrance from a very inexpensive house that often gets overlooked. It is Perry Ellis and the Perry Ellis Platinum label fragrance. Perry Ellis often gets overlooked simply because they're so inexpensive and a lot of people think, that's just cheap, throw it aside. And often that's true with some Perry Ellis fragrances, but this one, Platinum, is definitely one you can depend on. Not only does it have that very clean, crisp, lightly lime, cucumber, woody bamboo backbone to it, but I like the kind of spicy. It's got like a combination of rosemary and Irish moss in the background as well that gives it kind of more of a masculine and refined bent. Yes, I'm using the word refined with an under 30 bucks Perry Ellis fragrance, but it is. You could actually wear Platinum label with a suit and tie. Nobody'd raise an eyebrow because it has that kind of feel, kind of not necessarily dressed up, but kind of a clean CEO appeal. What I like about this too, instead of going towards the area of astringent like Star Walker does, this has a bit of a sweetness in the background. Now, it's not a sweet fragrance at all, but it's got kind of a shady sweetness to it, which is a nice resting place olfactively for a fragrance. And so it's really, really pleasant. And again, for one of the cheapest in this list, highly recommend Perry Ellis Platinum label. Next up in our clean and green bamboo short list is a fragrance that's been around since the year 2000. It is an older fragrance, but it's an oldie but a goodie. And it's one of those fragrances that you either have fond memories about or you've never used before. It is a Lucky brand fragrance. It is Lucky You for Men, the fragrance with the clover on the back of it. Now, this is a small bottle. This is probably the second or third bottle I've gone through in my fragrance journey. It's one of those fragrances that you always want to come back to because it's just got such a clean, green, grassy, bamboo appeal to it. And this is one that my wife really likes to smell on me. Not just for nostalgically, but it's just a really nice, casual green fragrance. This one has bamboo, cottonflower, cascarilla, rosewood. It's got some cardamom in there for a little bit of sweet with that green. It's got sweet clover, tamarind, and one of my favorite woods that appear in fragrance is teak wood. And so it's a really like a nice, clean, crisp, high register fragrance that's got that grassy green and bamboo down pat. So highly recommend. And this is kind of a lightly sexy fragrance too. So you could even wear this on date nights, you know, if it's a warm summer day and you want to opt for something different and not gourmand. Lucky You is a great way to go. And of course you can get a bottle for under 20 bucks these days. Very inexpensive fragrance, very nice, clean and green bamboo oriented fragrance. Lucky You for men. Another often overlooked fragrance, simply because there are so many in the actual line that it comes from, is a Lacoste fragrance in the L1212 line of fragrances. It is Eau de Lacoste Magnetic. Magnetic is just, even though it's blue, it's not necessarily a typical blue fragrance. This one has a relatively unique spicy green kind of bearing to it. This one opens with Artemisia, juniper, and bamboo, so you get that bamboo straight out the gate. It's got a unique twist in the heart of violet, geranium, and a little bit of tea, so there's a hint of a tea note in here. Patchouli, vetiver, and ambergris or ambroxan are what round out the base and give it that kind of modern appeal that most fragrances have these days. And that's what makes it not only something that you can spray on and wear pretty much anywhere casually, but if you want that green, crisp bamboo kind of feel, Magnetic is the fragrance for you. And you can get it for a 100 ml bottle for under 50 bucks, and you can get a 50 ml bottle for under 30. That is L1212 Magnetic by Lacoste. Bringing up the rear of our short list of bamboo fragrances, the last one that I want to talk about is, and I saved it for last simply because as I was wrapping up the notes for this video, I didn't really realize this one is getting a bit harder to find. And in fact, I'm questioning whether or not Kenzo is going to discontinue this fragrance, because very recently the Eau de Parfum version of this fragrance was released. And of course I'm referring to Kenzo Homme Intense for men. It's an aquatic fragrance, believe it or not, but it comes across in that very crisp green way, even though it is an aquatic, that is similar to a bamboo fragrance. I did place a link below that you can click on and get this for around 60 bucks. You can still find this on some gray sites and of course on eBay and Amazon, but be very cautious when you're purchasing. Make sure that you're not going to get ripped off or anything. I started wearing this a lot in the high heat of summer, and the very first day that I wore it, I went to a bank to do some transaction, and the person that was waiting on me, there was a lady behind him that was working the window, and she was like, gosh, somebody smells good. This one projects a lot more than you might think. It seems like it might be a little bit of a weaker fragrance as an aquatic, but it is not. It projects really well as an eau de toilette. This is mostly pink pepper and calypsone in the open. You've got a combination of fig wood and vetiver in the heart. And this woody sandalwood, akigala wood base brings out the very fresh, crisp, clean, woody fragrance that you would expect from a bamboo-oriented fragrance in Kenzo Homme Intense. Again, you might want to opt for the Eau de Parfum version. That's probably easier to find than the Intense Eau de Toilette. Well guys, that's it for my very short list of 5 fragrances. If you want to have a clean, crisp, fresh summer, bamboo should be for you. On the thumbnail, I'm featuring Demeter Black Bamboo, which is another great bamboo-oriented fragrance. And I think also Aqua Colonia's Watermelon and Bamboo is a really nice fresh eau de cologne. Tell me if you've got any experience with these fragrances, or if I left some fragrances off the list that are great bamboo-oriented scents. Let me know those as well in the comments below. Thanks so much for checking out today's video list, and as always, thank you so much for your support on my channel. I'm Tommy with Studio Sense, and I'll see you tomorrow.